Family with friends, my beloved Alley Cats. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 nations to retire to, according to the annual Global Retirement Index. Okay, they're going to give the top 10 countries. And the reason I'm doing this, all my videos have really been about Albania. But I want to make sure you guys know there are lots of options out there, and please study the world. Now, I didn't make this list, okay, so don't jump on me for it. So you might agree with this list, you might disagree with this list. But I want to go over what they consider the top countries for expats to retire to in the year 2025 and why they did so. A lot of these countries I looked at really hard. And some of these countries I've been to, some I have not. And then I'll give my personal opinion on why I was looking at stuff and the places that I've been. Let's go over number 10. Coming in number 10 is, get down to it guys, I'm right on their website. Thailand. Thailand coming in at number 10. Okay. And the reason for it, besides affordable living, is cooler temperatures. For some, you can get. The only thing I didn't like when I was in, I went to the Philippines, which is in roughly the same area. Southeast Asia, the only thing is it's hot. I was there in March, and boy, was I sweating. Boy, that was the only thing that I didn't like about that area of the world, but your body can adjust to it. If you're considering Thailand for retirement, it's important to keep in mind when you first step off the plane that you aren't just entering a country, you're entering a whole nother world. Thai world is warm, affordable, full, friendly, smiling people, okay? Also, healthcare is very affordable there. Okay, high quality medical care costs about 30% of what you would pay in the United States. Coming in number 9, Italy. Been there, okay, many times actually. Italy, without a doubt, one of the world's best places to retire, offering a diverse range of experiences that reflect the country's rich history and culture. Italy's climate is described as Mediterranean, characterized as warm days and cool evenings. Okay, let's scroll down. Cost of living in Italy is another significant draw, often about half of what you would expect to pay in the United States. Always a plus. For those who are looking to settle down, the real estate is good. The dream of living in Italy is vibrant and attainable. It may take some effort in a transition. In other words, it takes a long time to get residency. My uncle's been trying for a very long time and just really hard to get residency. We've been to Italy, Rome. I went to Venice. We hope to go back to Bari. I've been to Florence. My favorite city there was Venice. And what was weird is everyone goes, Venice, it smells, people just throwing their trash in the water. That couldn't be further from the truth. So a lot of times when you're hearing bad rumors, don't listen to it, okay? Would I retire in Italy? No. Okay, but that's just personal opinion. But we plan on going back. I'm gonna take April back there. So coming in number 8. Number 8 is Greece. Number 8 is Greece for affordability as well as health care, okay? Scroll down. This one's talking about retiring in Corfu, which would be a really good idea, okay? You do got to deal with the tourists. You know, when tourist season comes, Greece is packed, okay? Another significant advantage of living is affordability and cost of living in Greece. Outside of popular tourist spots in Athens, places like Corfu make living comfortable on a modest budget, okay? For example, 60 euros to 80 euros at the local market each week to pick up fresh vegetables, fruit, meat, cheeses, and wholesome meals. Dining out is equally affordable. A meal at a local tavern with appetizers, a main dish, and wine will cost you around 15 euros to 20 euros. Okay. Same here, like in Albania, April and I can still go out. Every night could be date night, and we can spend like 10 bucks a plate, sometimes even less, and have a really nice date night right on the beach. Small homes in Greece, countrywide, surprisingly affordable, ranging between 80,000 euros and 160,000 euros. When you look at that in comparison to cost for a home in America, it's really staggering. Greece's healthcare system is a significant benefit, especially for retirees. Expats can pay a small monthly fee for public healthcare, which covers essential services and hospitalization. That was Greece. In the end, Greece isn't just a place to retire. It's a lifestyle that embraces simplicity, warmth, and a deep connection to nature. I'm looking down at my laptop, going over the site that lists this, just so you know where I'm getting my information. Number 7, April and I looked at this place hard. Okay, hard. Malaysia. Okay, housing options are plentiful and varied. In city centers like Kuala Lumpur, which is the capital, apartments are reasonably priced anywhere between 1,500 yard and 2,500, which would be 300 to 500 US dollars, to rent an apartment there for a one-bedroom unit. Outside the city center, similar units even more affordable, like $200 to $300 per month. Okay, and just like in America, one of your biggest costs is housing. Okay, so if you can get your housing cheap, you got it made. Okay. Scroll down here. Healthcare in Malaysia, I knew this for a fact, is top notch. Many will tell you better than the U.S. and incredibly far less affordable and much more affordable. Okay. Its climate is very tropical. Yeah, just in that part of the world, that was the only thing that was. Man, it is hot. I don't care what time of year it is. Coming in at number 6. The 6. Wait till you get to number 1, because the number 1 I look at really hard to retire. 6 have been here, and it's downright beautiful, is Spain. Okay, people move to Spain. I can enjoy all of this, and for a fraction of what it would cost me to live in the U.S. My monthly budget for this guy that's living there is $2,200. Life without a car saves him $1,000. So our healthcare in Spain has a revelation. Me, a 77-year-old, my private Spanish health insurance costs 217 to 233 a month in euros. Okay, covers everything with no deductibles. Okay, this is Spain that we're talking about. I realize I'm flying through this quick. What I'm trying to do is I'm hoping that I'm going to get you guys. Forgive me, but I want you to study the planet. Okay, like example, I met somebody. Came to Albania from Thailand, really didn't like us, so we went back to Thailand. But you know what? Good for him. Because he took a stab, he looked at it, decided he didn't like the date scene, so he went back to Thailand. So just because April and I love it here doesn't mean you will. Everyone comes here, I mean, not everyone, but everyone really loves it here. But I'm trying to get y'all, please study the planet, okay? So that was number 6. Number 5 surprises me. I've been there. But I had no idea. I've heard rumors that a lot of people are going to be retiring there from the U.S. is France. Okay. Let's see. France is always considered the most affordable country to retire in, but it provides it's not the most affordable country, but it provides significant savings in a few key areas such as housing. We all know that. I mean, you go back to the States, your biggest cost typically is your rent or your mortgage, because in the mortgage they're throwing in taxes on your house or health, or excuse me, property taxes, just killing you. Okay, the healthcare is providing practical medicine, leading to attentive and comprehensive care. Doctor visits cost approximately 25 euros, with about $25 in reimbursements. Prescription medicines are similarly inexpensive. Okay, and that was France, which really surprised me. I've been to France. My personal opinion, I didn't care for it that much. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult anybody. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna throw out my personal opinions. Many people would slap me in the face for that, and they would just love France. Number 4. Okay, we're moving down. Only a couple left. 4 is Mexico. Okay, now I have seen videos, a little bit of pushback because of illegals being pushed out of the United States, or undocumented people, whichever way you want to take that. There's a little bit of a pushback towards American expats. I've seen a couple videos on that in Mexico. Is that true, guys? I said I've seen a couple videos. Was it a one-time deal? I don't know. I just want you to be aware of it. Okay. The 2 questions I get asked the most about Mexico is Mexico safe? And can I afford to live there? The answer to both is a resounding yes. Provided you use common sense, of course. That's what it says. Use common sense. Health improvements are common theme among expats. One man, Living Lake, for example, reduces medication from 6 to none within a year simply by walking his dog daily and eating fresh foods. He was a diabetic, but is no longer requires medication. A lot of that, like you get out of the United States and there's no more hormones in your food, a lot of organic stuff, no more pesticides. And there is a big difference, guys. Big difference. Coming in number 3. Number 3. Only 3 left. Who's going to be number 1? Number 3, Costa Rica. All right, though no longer West Virginia. Love traveling to Costa Rica. Let's see. Lifestyle heavily influences your cost of living in Costa Rica. Some couples live comfortably on $2,500 a month, while others spend double or triple. And that's true, I think, worldwide. Okay, worldwide. It all depends on you. That's why it's so hard to say, well, what's the cost to live there? I've talked about this many times. I'll say it again. In Tirana, there was a lady managing a hostel, so she was getting rent-free. She was living rent-free. My place was 390 euros, living on the same street. On the same street, a buddy of mine was paying over 2,000 a month. That was just for his room and board. So it all depends on you. Be a little bit flexible, guys. But you could still, the good news with that, every one of us were just as safe. Okay, so money did not buy you safety. Okay, everyone was just as safe. And unlike in America, a lot of times the cheaper you go, the less safe you're going to be, quite honestly. Costa Rica, housing prices increased after the borders reopened after COVID, particularly in the beach areas. While prices are stabilizing, competition among rentals remains strong. Options. Healthcare in Costa Rica is high quality and affordable. A resident must pay into the public care system, but expats also use private healthcare for their convenience. Private doctor visits cost around $48. Okay? Specialists run you about $120. This is Costa Rica. Costa Rica's visa and residency process can be time consuming. And that always worries me. I don't like that, personally, okay? Number two, we got only number two and number one. Number two is Portugal. Okay, that's what it's listed at. The only thing I've been hearing going wrong in Portugal, so many people are trying to retire there, the system is really backed up. Okay, that's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing about Portugal. A couple can live comfortably on $2,500 to $3,000 a month, depending on your lifestyle and location, which I said that's worldwide, guys. The cost of living varies significantly depending on whether you rent or purchase your home outright. Let's see. Monthly expenses outside of rent tend to be consistent across the country. Utilities, including electricity, water, range from 80 euros to 150 euros per month. So number one on the list, guys. Let's get to it. What's number one? I looked at this nation hard, really hard, okay? And the first word says surprise. Number one is Panama, okay? A lot of it has to do with the retirement visa. You get a discount for shopping, all kinds of things. They're really trying to pull the expats in, okay? A country where you can easily live comfortably on $2,400 a month, and with $2,900 a month, you can live the life that feels positively luxurious. Low cost encouraged me to be proactive instead of reactive. For example, recently opted to replace Crown and paid $580 out of pocket. Panama doesn't charge tax on foreign earned income. Property tax is 0.5 to most primary residents. Car insurance $57 a month. If you get a pension that's at least $1,000 a month, you can qualify for a pensioner visa in as little as 6 months. Like I said, they're attracting retirees to come. Okay, now I listed off the top 10 guys. Did you notice Albania wasn't on it? For me, this place is great. It's got everything. The people that have been visiting me here in the beautiful city of Portugues love it. Love it. Okay, so, but I don't want to just talk about Albania. I want you guys to please start studying the whole planet and see that you have options. Most importantly, what this channel is about is to tell y'all that you got options to be out there, okay? Don't let no one tell you you can't do it. I'm tired of seeing so many Americans work until they physically can't work no more. And then they go into retirement and then they just plop in a chair because they got nothing left in the tank, okay? These are your golden years. It's a time that you've worked for. Like I tell people, and I don't mean to sound harsh, but there comes a time you got to put yourself first. Okay, and this is it. Get out there. You can do it. You can do it, okay? At least please start studying the planet now. And not just here, but study the whole planet. You'd be surprised what's out there. A lot of people are going to try to scare you, talk you out of doing things. Don't let them. Okay, because misery loves company. Don't be misery's company. Remember, I love you guys. I hope this helps you. At least makes you want to study the planet. Remember, you have options. The top 10 countries listed to retire 2025. Study it. Remember, I love you guys. All right, bye-bye.